coming out of the bye week and being able to focus on ourselves and have a great week where we truly got a lot of things done, a lot of work done, a lot of situational football at the end of the week. Now we're able to move forward and look at our next opponent. And again, it's 1 week, 1 day at a time, and looking forward to having a great Tuesday practice as we start to prepare for Wyoming. As we stated before, we will continue to work with 2 quarterbacks that are going to have the opportunity to play the game as we take a look and see where we have, in the last 2 games, our offensive production has gone up. The amount of points we've scored have gone up. We can and we must do a better job of getting ourselves in rhythm with the quarterback system. But it is shown to be effective, especially in passing down situations. The numbers have increased, whether it be 3rd down and longer situations, mixed down passing situations, and the times when we get behind the sticks. And so we look forward to building off of what we're able to do with our personnel. We're excited. We got guys back on the field, some key veterans like, George, back on the field practicing, and looking forward to seeing him out there and, getting the offensive line back. This is the first time since we entered fall camp that we have the entire offensive line that will be available. And so we're excited as we move forward here. We know the challenge is going to be really hard each and every year it is as you go down the stretch in the Mountain West. You talk about consistency and discipline. Those guys, number one, they played a lot of football, right? Easton's been there for a long time, been a very productive player throughout the course of his career. He is the leader of that defense. He does a lot of things very well. Their linebacker group as a whole has been very productive. Week in and week out, you'll see that they match the challenge in front of them when you get to looking at all the film, and you can see a level of consistency in how they play and how they operate. And so, our offensive front, while we have, a lot of our guys back, and, it's be the first time that we're full force in a very long time, we will have a big challenge with us as we play, one of the best defenses we have all year. It always comes down to the certain areas where, each one of our guys can help our offense be more efficient. Ultimately, as we've talked about, it's about getting our whole offense in rhythm, and that will be the main focus. Is we started off the last game faster. Of course, as we talked about, we got to take care of the football, and that's the biggest thing. First and foremost, we got to take care of the football, and our numbers have. It's the facts. Since we've been doing it, the numbers have been better on offense. Again, we're very fortunate that we got 2 very talented guys. We got 2 very talented tailbacks that are going to be back in the mix too. I know that's going to be the next conversation, once we get rolling. But these are all good things. We'd rather, have these players that deserve and are very capable of playing. And we've said it all along here that no matter what it is, whether it's on special teams or defense, if you deserve a role, we'll find a role for you. And what that looks like, we got to do a good job with, and especially when it comes down to the quarterbacks and being able to create the rhythm. We've certainly improved, again, our efficiency in certain passing down situations since we've been using the 2 quarterbacks. Now we have to have a better consistency and find our balance within that. Again, having the majority of our tailbacks back now and having our offensive line back, it allows us to be able to get back to some of the things that we worked on in fall camp, which is obviously very exciting. Again, we'll have a huge challenge with this being, arguably the best defense, one of them that we've played against, this season. So it provides us the opportunity to get different ball carriers, some action to get the ball in their hands, and again, that's part of creating the rhythm within the offense. Yeah, we just said that every the majority of the championship games have involved teams that have had at least 1 loss in this conference. Extremely competitive. There's a lot of good coaches in this conference. Obviously, a lot of good players. And where we sit right now, 1 week at a time, we just need to focus on being 1-0 and really the prep that goes into what that's going to take, because we do play some really good teams down the stretch.